I'm going to show you exactly how I made $30,000 in the month of February 2024 alone from DeFi passive income by utilizing cryptocurrency and blockchain. Let's hop right into this video. First things first, I want to go and lay out some stuff. In the month of February, Bitcoin did crazy numbers. If we look at the past 3 months, you can see at the very beginning of February, Bitcoin was trading at roughly $43,000 or so. At the very end of February, Bitcoin was trading at roughly $60,000. So it saw a 50% increase in the month of February alone. Ethereum also did very, very well. So did Solana, and so did a lot of the other crypto assets that I was in, which is why I was able to make $30,000 off my portfolio. The only reason why I made that much money is because I took crypto assets that I really believed in, that I had undeniable faith in. I built a crypto portfolio, and then I used that crypto portfolio to invest into liquidity pools using those underlying assets. So I made a yield, but I also made the price appreciation. So there's 2 factors where I actually made money. Now I'm going to be revealing exactly how I did that, exactly where the money came from, so you can see all of the details. And at any point in this video, if you think that this is informative or you like the content, drop a like and subscribe, notifications turned on. But with that being said, I want to go ahead and go over some baseline numbers. So on February 3rd, 2024, I took a snapshot of my portfolio. I was at an overall profit of $24,000 roughly. When I took a snapshot of my portfolio on March 3rd, 2024, I was at an overall profit of $54,000. So let's talk about where exactly that came from. So first things first, I did flip around a few different positions within that month, but as you guys may know, I'm not super active in my portfolio. I let it be as passive as it can be. But with that being said, I typically adjust positions on a 2-week, 3-week, or even 1-month basis. So looking at some positions that I was in February, Matic Wrap Bitcoin was the first one, and I had about $15,000 that I deployed into this position. It was actually down to $14,300. So I was actually down $650 from price depreciation at the very beginning of February. However, I did have $1,300 in earnings to combat that price depreciation, putting me at an overall profit of $650. Now remember, that's at the date February 3rd, 2024. Now March 3rd, 2024, that $14,300 had gone up to $20,300. So that's $5,300 in overall appreciation right there. Additionally, I had a total of $2,500 in overall earnings. That put me at a $7,800 overall profit. Now remember, that's not for the month of February, but just overall on this position. Now when we subtract the February 3rd number from the March 3rd number, you'll see that I came out to about $7,200 in overall profit made from this pool in February, which did very, very well for me. And that was doing roughly 53% APR. So I'm very, very happy with how this Matic Wrap Bitcoin pool performed. Going into the USDC to USDT pool, this was a Trader Joe pool that I was in. That was just borrowed capital. Now to this date, I have actually exited all of my stablecoin pools, mainly because the borrow rates are absolutely absurd on plats like OV, as well as platforms like Camino. But I went from $141 overall profit to about $151, so I made $10 from that pool, not too bad. LUSD to USDC, I went from about $284 in overall profit to a total of roughly $360 in overall profit. So I made about 80 bucks right there, which isn't too bad either. And then looking over at SolPyth, this is one of the ones that did very, very well for me in the month of February as well. I was entered into this position on 1/21/2024. That's the date of entry. I initially deployed roughly $8,400. On February 3rd, that was worth $9,200. So I was already at a $1,200 overall profit, $750 from price appreciation and $370 from earnings. Now March 3rd, 2024, that had appreciated to $12,400. That puts me at an overall $4,000 from price appreciation and an overall earnings of about $1,200, putting me at a 5.1K overall profit on this position, which I'm very, very happy with, doing about 115% APR. Subtracting the February number from the March number, you can see I made roughly $4,000 on this position in the month of February alone. Not too bad as well. Taking a look at another position, I had Yielder, ETH to USDC. I had deployed roughly $1,500 here. That was worth $1,413. So I actually lost a little bit, but I did make $150 in earnings. Puts me at an overall profit. But when we go ahead and look at the March 3rd numbers, you can see I actually exited this pool, so it's all the way down here. I came out to an overall profit of roughly $375. So I'm pretty happy with that. I made an additional like 215 bucks or so. Now that's not all. Now stuff that's not on my February 3rd, 2024 snapshot, that is on my March 3rd, 2024 snapshot, basically meaning positions that I got into in the month of February alone. I had about 8.8K that I deployed into Render Sol. That was worth about $11,000 on February 3rd, so not too bad. I had about 12 bucks in permanent loss, which is very, very minimal for position sizing, but I had profited about $27.64 on that position, which I'm pretty happy with. So looking at the difference between February 3rd as well as March 3rd, you'll notice that I had made roughly $3,300 in overall passive income off of my positions. Not too bad, and I am pretty happy with that considering throughout the month of March, I had roughly $30,000 that was deployed into positions. And remember, some of that was actually deployed into stuff like USDC, USDT that wasn't doing too hot of a yield. So towards the end of the month, that yield started to pick up. And I am expecting to make about $5,000 this month alone, considering that I have increased my holdings not only by deploying more capital into market exposed positions, but also just deploying more capital in general because my portfolio is currently worth about $65,000 in DeFi positions. So there's $3,300 from overall yield that was generated in the month of February, and then there's about $12,700 generated from just price appreciation of the overall market from my DeFi positions in the month of February. But that's not even counting the actual crypto hold positions or the staking positions that I do have in my wallet. Now, personally, I don't really consider staking positions DeFi positions or liquidity pools because while they could be considered DeFi, they aren't really liquidity pools. They're not really passive income positions. They're really just you trying to increase your exposure. So I do consider them just holds because they are single-sided holds. So looking over at those numbers over here, I had made about $13,500 just from price appreciation on positions that I was holding in my wallet. Additionally, there is that yield aspect as well, which was about $613 in overall yield that I made in the month of February from my staking positions, which isn't too bad. So adding all those numbers together, which I just showed you, that's about $30,065 that I made in the month of February from DeFi passive income or just simply crypto holding slash staking. That does not include the money that I made from assets that aren't on this tracking sheet, including stuff that I hold on centralized exchanges or just other platforms or other wallets. And I probably have about $40,000, $50,000 that I am not including on this list. So with that being said, I want to finish off and say, if you want to work one-on-one with myself, I do recommend that you take a look at the presentation that I'm going to have linked down below in the description. It will teach you exactly what DeFi is, exactly what I'm doing, and then from there, you can choose to book a call with myself, and we'll explore the option of working together. All you got to do is watch this short 16-minute video, literally breaking down the secret sauce that I have, and hit book a call. From there, you'll be prompted to apply to our program. Basically, what we do is we help busy individuals establish passive income from their already existing crypto portfolios, so you can earn just as much money as I do. And one thing that makes us stand out from our competitors is I'm literally sharing exactly what I'm doing on YouTube. Everything is fully transparent. You can easily find my wallet address. You can easily track my actual overall earnings if you want to. A lot of the other companies out there, they don't actually have that much money deployed into decentralized finance. They basically just have a large crypto portfolio and maybe have about $20,000 deployed into DeFi. I personally have about $75,000 deployed into decentralized finance, and I have over $75,000 that I'm holding in cryptocurrency. More of the story is, if you're looking for DeFi coaching, make sure you're looking for somebody that's actually practicing what they preach. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and notifications turned on. Once again, that link will be down below in the description, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.